If only you knew the power of the dark side. The force is strong with you for joining me today. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Luca, and here you just got to look at me look at YouTube videos. Hence, welcome to Look at Me Look. The title of today's video is Star Wars: The Old Republic Knights of the Fallen Empire Sacrifice. What could that be? I don't know. So let's find out. And 3, 2, 1, here we go.
A man can have anything if he is willing to sacrifice.
Wow.
With your birth comes a solemn vow. You will have nothing.
Spartan lifestyle.
Your privilege is the dirt.
Man. This guy is like a little demon. Should be in his mother's arms, but he's out there fighting grown men. Uh-oh.
In the darkness, only ambition will guide you.
Man, the writing is amazing.
The oaths you swear, the promises you make, they are yours alone.
They've come of age and they look like veterans of the fighting pits.
Your freedom will be the wars you wage.
Oh my gosh.
Your birthright, the losses you suffer.
The dialogue, man. The writing. Look at my goodness.
Your entitlement,
No.
the pain you endure.
Good grief. Lord, give me.
And when darkness finds you,
Oh my gosh.
you will face it alone.
Oh my god, man. He's been stripped of his human parts and stripped of his humanity. Destroyer of worlds, man. Hellraiser. And this is so intense. Oh, here they come. Dude, everything that is human has been stripped off him, and you just look away. Oh god, he's consumed. No! Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh, good lord. Look at him with his battle scars, man. Oh my god.
Come with me, son.
This was like a rite of passage or something. Oh my gosh. Why didn't I watch this earlier, man? Lord, give me strength. This is still part of that game from way back then. Hey, they need to make Star Wars dark like this again. No good guys and funny dialogue anymore. Just this stuff. This Star Wars thing, I like goosebumps all over. Goosebumps all over. I don't know why, but today I'm just having a bad day. Just having a bad day, and for some reason I identified a lot with the twin or so that got torn apart and reassembled as a machine, stripped of his humanity, basically, with rage pumping through his heart. For some reason, I resonated a lot with his character. The energy that he broadcasted resonated a lot with me. I could feel the intensity. Man, this Star Wars just needs to become dark again. Just unrelenting, savage monsters just slicing through their enemies with these lightsabers. Man. What was this about? Because I also noticed that they were wielding yellow lightsabers, just like Rey at the end of The Rise of Skywalker. Is a yellow lightsaber attributable to a different set of factions? Are they like a separate faction from Knights of the Old Republic? So I think this predates like the common Star Wars stories that we watch today. So if that's the case, this is the old empire. So is it possible that so you have the Old Republic and you have the Sith, the old Republic, I would say, then the Sith, and then these guys were like a third faction, weren't they? But isn't the boss man, the father, he seemed to be like a good Lord Almighty, he seemed to be like almost like Palpatine-esque in terms of how calculating he was with his ruses and his strategy, just being patient, waiting for his children to grow up, and ultimately only coming forth, probably revealing his true intentions once one of the kids destroyed their sibling, essentially joining the dark side. So in some sense, is he not a Sith, this guy? What is all of this about? Dominion over other Sith empires? I don't know. But man, and the thing is, I couldn't help but notice, just looking back at this right now, I was really moved by the death of the other brother. And this video was, how long? Like 4 minutes. And I already felt an immense sense of sorrow and loss on behalf of the other guy. I could feel the pain that he was going through as he snapped out of his fit of rage, realizing that in this mindless, frenzy, he killed his, everything that he probably depended on in life. Because as we've seen in the beginning, he sneered at the father, the emperor guy. He sneered at him just before they went off to the battlefield. Probably he was like a savage guy who didn't really show affection to them. So his only comrade, his only, I would say his better self that he was a partner in crime with his whole life, there he was in just one instant, gone forever, unable to bring him back. The guilt he must feel, it just pronounces his roll down into the abyss of darkness, where he will linger there forever as someone that is infused with the dark side. Man, one of the things I also feel like I sort of like the villains from Star Wars a little bit more. I tend to just be the type of person that loves the villains. In Dragon Ball Z, I love Vegeta. In Star Wars, I like the bad guys, Darth Vader, Darth Maul, Darth Sidious. I always love these guys quite a bit more. And yeah, just how badass they are. And I just found in this stuff right here that I've seen, it really shows a real human reason why someone would go down the dark side. You know, he's based this guy was just been put through a meat grinder for so long, witnessing his fellows, what looks like stormtroopers, basically lying scattered across the frozen battlefield or the dusty battlefield. You know, him being strongly attuned to the scale and scope of loss of his soldiers, whilst his father just dials them up remotely every now and then to check on him. This was where how rage built inside his heart, and then ultimately he started, as they say, suffering. You know, fear leads to hate, hate leads to... No, fear leads to... I don't even remember the order, but anyway, he was somewhere along that path, and ultimately it was his agony and his pain there, I think, that really was sort of like the overcame the activation function that really unshackled him as a Hellraiser. And he looked really fearsome there, just like with half of his face occluded by this thick metal, you know, thing. And the only part of him that is human is battle scarred with like the dark side, eerie yellow glow in his iris. What more is there to like than this? What more is there to want? This is the pinnacle of what Star Wars lore should be about. I don't know if this is like part of canon, but why don't they just make Star Wars like this? I actually think that, yeah, I don't know what to say. This is just one of the coolest things I've ever seen ever. I'm so glad I've seen this, and I've seen. You know, I was worried that there would not be any more of these Star Wars things, but gladly I realize now that there's a sequel to this one even, and I'll be definitely looking at that one. So I want to thank you all for watching this video with me. Just filled with glee at this point. This is so exciting and wonderful. I'm so glad that people took the time to make this. And I'm surprised that in all these years on YouTube I've never seen this stuff before. I'm surprised at myself. The amount of time I've spent on YouTube, I still haven't seen this stuff. What other treasures lie out there for us to discover? I can't wait to find out. So with that said, thank you very much for watching this with me. My name is Luca. This is Look at Me Look. And I'll definitely be seeing you next time as we watch many more videos together of this amazing Star Wars universe. You guys take care.